Also can guard the 5. Not many players can guard 5 positions.
And another steal for the Pack as C.J. Bryce picks the pocket of Jefferson, racing the other way, a little spin move, and scores. Martin Polson puts the ball on the deck, picks up his dribble, and the 3 is banked in by Omar Habwe.
Are they going to be a good outside shooting 3-point team, and are they going to be able to rebound defensively?
Pretty move from Devin Daniels as the floater drops. A little sloppy here in the first half from both teams. Speaking of, a run out. Vado Morse.
Yeah, a little uncharacteristic.
And Blake Harris rises up off the bench, comes over to the scorer's table. Easy find, Walker to Funderburk.
I tell you, Walker doesn't look to score. He catches it. He's got pass first on his mind.
In the exhibition against Chiwan, he already has 2 assists tonight. Tough finish. Vado Morse all the way to the rim.
Flipped it up. What a great shot. Lucky NC State didn't get called for a foul on that as well.
And finally, the Wolfpack connects.
Start with 12 points. They're not backing down from NC State, going right at them.
And the triple is canned by Morse. He's got 9 points now. Break, Torrin Dorn knocked down the Pack's first 3. Daniels will heave it up, misses everything, but there's Walker. And that's an old school move you were talking about. You might see it the watch.
All the little things, does dirty work.
Bryce to Funderburk. 2006.
Tell you, historically, Mount St. Mary's has had a good program. Wow, a big 3 there.
It started with that bank shot on an angle. Ever since then, everything else has been cash.
Yeah, they're Lockett with a nice pull-up shot. I do remember playing them because I remember Coach V talking about the legendary coach they had.
Pretty shot by Markel Johnson. 14-104 was the final score. You guys were getting up and down the court.
Not a lot of defense there. What a great drive right there.
Keats before.
Yeah.
They can go to him for advice on little things. Hey, how do I play this? How do I do that?
Huge advantage having played for Coach Keats at Wilmington.
Off the foot of Habwe, and here comes Dorn. Wiped off by Opoku, but there's Bryce with the follow.
The way the Pack wants to play, up and down.
Hey, why hold for the last shot? Both these teams want to run, and they do. Jalen Gibbs, count it. Loses his footing, almost took the ball away from Scott. Morse dishes inside. Jefferson with the left hand.
What a great look by Morse.
And I guess no one called it out. Bryce, pretty move, baseline reverse is good.
Well, that was a hesitation. He's a warrior. Dorn is just a basketball player. You can put him out there, plays all over the court. Great athlete.
Morse splits the double team and then throws it to Dorn, who lost the handle. Opoku right into the chest of Walker, physically scores it. And the 3's not falling, but Bryce again reverse layup off a turnover. And scores over Opoku. That's too strong. Alley-oop to Torrin Dorn.
Johnson gets the ball out, head up, sees his partner, and Dorn. It looked so much fun.
You and me both. Coming out of the timeout, Jalen Gibbs with a strong drive. And there's Devin Daniels. Like you said, a little bit unorthodox, almost herky-jerky in his way, and really just throws off the defender. Hey, gets his own board. New shot clock, but Gibbs has a quick trigger. Has really bothered NC State. They need some of those shots to drop or get offensive rebounds like that for Bryce.
Levels that lose transfers because they want to play better competition to go to bigger programs.
Only 4 to shoot. It's Markel Johnson. He makes the 3. Daniels comes away and fight for the rebound. Harris, good feed inside.
The best thing about Harris's move there is he got in.
NC State up 13 now as the Pack's made 5 of its last 7. Gibbs off the wrong foot. Why not? He is feeling it tonight.
With a great move, puts it on the deck. Harris not in terrible position. Makes a tough fadeaway shot there.
That's the part of the game that Markel Johnson continues to develop.
Right, that's what I want to see him do. Nice move. Just a good finish at the rim, very athletic. At Broughton High School, Word of God generally participates, and it's fun watching all those great players.
Markel Johnson has indeed been working on that three-point shot. It's a 3-on-1, and Bryce maybe one too many dribbles, gives it up to Harris late, and they're trying to make the best out of the transition and eventually do score. Forced Opoku into a much tougher shot than his initial position had. Bryce, Euro step, count it.
That's what we want to see, is scoring bunches.
Hobway in the corner, short. Good pass, Gibbs. You know he's going to make that.
Well, I tell you, Gibbs is a big-time player.
I told you a lot of career highs were going to be set tonight. That one might stand for a little while for Gibbs. He's still got 9 minutes left. Harris with the triple.
Sacrifices his body, does all the little things. There he gets his hand on the offensive board, and just a great effort play. We're talking about him. Fills a void that we need inside, and he should have a nice year.
Bryce, 18-footer. Seeing his first minutes here for the Mount. Matt Becht getting a couple of minutes. Daniel scores. Torin Dorn collected the steal, couldn't lead Markel Johnson. And the Pack will go in, half-court offense. 3 top 10 wins last year. The last one in Chapel Hill against North Carolina. The last few minutes of that game and in overtime, Markel Johnson pretty much took over with his offense. He's shown some flashes that he can do it.
Year last year, and he's off to a good start here, but the Pack here in the second half, they're getting out and running, they're making the extra pass, and they've really looked good in the second half. That back court has really come to play, and they've created some problems for the Pack.
Rain and threes in the second half. Steer, number 21, is in there for NC State. Big freshman. Gets the pass here, and he shows you what he can do. His first touch as an NC State player is a dunk.
You know, he's got a ways to go in order to really help this team and get minutes. But I'll tell you the one thing he's got a big, strong body.
But played smaller school, high school basketball. It's always a big transition from high school basketball to college. As Dorn's got the touch now from the bonus sphere.
It is shown with the score.
Only 4 to shoot. Helms will pull the trigger from 3. He's 6'9". He's got range. And it turns into a live ball turnover. Lockett, underhand pass to Helms. Thunderbird comes in with the thunder.
And back down a bit and went punch for most of the first half.
Again, 15 minutes left in this game. It was an 8-point game as Steer shows a nice low post move. Steer boards it up. They'll dribble it out, and that'll do it here. Mount St. Mary's next in action Friday at Hofstra. NC State will host Maryland Eastern Shore Saturday